What up, what up? We're back in the garage doing some more Oklahoma Joe modifications. We're going to be doing a baffle plate today. Got some good thick steel here that my father-in-law picked up. Going to cut a few pieces out and try and throw this together off of guessing, really. But how hard could it be? All right, so we made our first cut on the baffle plate. It's 15 3/4 inch wide. We're going to cut it into a few more pieces, get our 45-degree angle going, and here's the process. Okay, so right here we are cutting about a 4-inch rise for the 45-degree angle, and then we're going to do an additional 1-inch cut after that, and that will be the small lip that will be able to attach to the backside of the pit. Okay, so that is the last of the welds. Now we're just going to make a few vent holes and find a way to measure those out. I think we're going to use some different size sockets that my father-in-law has. It was just kind of a good idea. I'm kind of estimating right here of what size the holes are and, not being super precise. But it should give us enough to be a little bit of draft coming through there for the heat to be a little bit more balanced. The thickness of the steel will be a good heat retainer. So went ahead and traced out all those. Father-in-law cut those out real quick with the plasma cutter. Didn't get any of that footage. And now we're going to tack on a few little 45-degree angles here on the side just to kind of close up that heat from the base of the pit. Now it's time for my least favorite part here, is grinding all the little shards of metal that have gotten all over the place. So I use the grinder, grind them down, tried to clean things up a little bit. Drilled a few little pilot holes so that I could mount it to the pit itself. And we're pretty much there. Now I got it back at my house, testing it in the pit. It fits pretty good. I will have to do a little bit more grinding on those back corners. But here I'm going to cover it in some high heat paint. Really, this is for not just aesthetics, but, the steel itself is sitting out in the elements. So a little bit of protection from rust, I suppose. But it's more aesthetically pleasing to see it nice and solid. I just want to throw a shout out here to my father-in-law. Couldn't have done any of this without him. Really appreciate his help and everything and making all this possible. One thing I do want to say is with the modifications that I've done, all while I'm very satisfied with all of them, the baffle plate, I've used it already. It has helped tremendously with keeping the even a little more balanced in the pit, holding heat a little bit longer. Very satisfied with the whole process. But I will need to raise the smokestack, making it longer, elongated, just to get a little bit more draw out of it, because I think lowering it down kind of hindered it a bit. While I'm satisfied with it being at great level, needs more draw for the final product. So now I'm going to do a little bit of seasoning on the baffle plate itself. Got the water pans in there just to get everything nice and smoky. Smash that like button if you like this video.